Martin Jacques is a distinguished academic, journalist, political commentator and the author of When China Rules the World. Martin, what role do events like this play in helping societies remember our past?
Well, I think they're extraordinarily important, especially in the Chinese case, because they lost between 15 and 20 million people. They were on their own in the struggle against the Japanese. And so it was a huge moment in their history, and to celebrate it in these new circumstances where China is completely transformed, it must be a thrilling moment for the population.
Many other countries, of course, have held Second World War commemorative events in the United States and Europe and the UK. Are we remembering what happened in this war, or are we forgetting the lessons?
Well, it depends partly on which country you're talking from. I think that we are, I mean, take the UK, we have remembered the victory in Europe. We've remembered a bit the victory with regard to Japan. And I think that we are extremely ignorant about China's role in the last war. I think most people wouldn't really be able to say, even know about it, because it's been defined as separate from the Second World War, even though really it was part of that period between 1931 and 1945.
And why don't we know about it in the West? Is it the fault of historians, authors, journalists, reporters, or politicians, or what?
Well, I think there are two factors. One is that they were very separate geographies, in the sense that China's war was way long away from the European theatre, which occupied the United States, but not wholly, and also Europe. I think the second reason is that that we basically devalue what happens in far away, and in the case of China, which has been such an unknown quantity for so long, that we just don't feel engaged with it. We don't know about it. We don't learn about it, and this has been very characteristic of this celebration now. People are beginning to get to know a bit more about it, but it's really from more or less ground zero, I think.
How can commemorations like this foster mutual trust rather than misunderstanding?
Well, I think that's a complex question. I think that this comes at I think it's not just an extraordinary celebration, but it comes at an extraordinary moment in global history, with what is happening in the United States with Trump, and what is happening in China, and the conference just before this celebration, the SCO conference, and you have these two things being played out. One is America first, and the other is drawing countries together, and in a way that is quite an eloquent expression of the historical moment we're living in.
As we mark this 80th anniversary of the end of the war, I wonder what you see as the most important lessons that we should draw from it.
Well, one thing that we need to remind ourselves is war is a terrible thing, and the number of people that died in the Second World War, and I include in that China's war with Japan, the just waste of humanity. The second thing I draw from it is that, since then, there hasn't been another one. And there are dangers in the present situation, but the fact that we commemorate these conflicts is a reminder of what we don't want to happen and shouldn't happen again.
What do you think are the most effective ways the international community can address on the deeper drivers of this conflict? What are the tools? How do you effectively stop this happening again? The institutions that were set up in the aftermath of the Second World War seem to be crumbling. They seem to be under fire.
Well, I think we're living in a very unusual period where we've got, I would say, a breakdown of the post-war order. It's still in place, but it's clearly in big difficulties. America isn't any longer prepared to play the role it has, and that has been the cornerstone of the international system. So, and on the other hand, you've got what's been happening around China and the global south and so on, which is the birth of the beginnings of a new order. And this is a very complex situation.
Martin, thank you very much. Martin Jacques, the academic, journalist and political commentator.